Rick, Dr. Laitman, both of you mentioned education, different forms of education. Dr. Laitman, if people learn what it means to truly connect according to the wisdom of Kabbalah, what could happen? What kind of world can we expect to see? If I mean, is it the same but less violent, or is there something even?
Our world is naturally drawn towards integration, towards greater and greater connection, globalized connection. That's embedded in nature. It's a law of nature. It's not whether we want it or not. This is the law of our evolutionary progress. And so the more we are in balance with that trend, the more we benefit from nature. And the more we go against it, the more we suffer. The thing is that humanity cannot advance towards this positively without that advancement of that group called Israel. And that's why it doesn't matter how you look at it, we stay at the center of attention of the gradually globally interdependent, increasingly globally interdependent world. And because we have a responsibility and we have to understand it and start working on it. My hope is that Jews will recognize that the ball is in our court in this respect, and we have to play it right. I very much want to think that way, because otherwise we're looking at horrible problems. And most importantly, we can't just rest on our laurels and think that what we do with just Jewish rituals or thing like that is what we need to do. What we need to work on is connection, is a positive connection. We have to show the world the method of human connection, and then things will calm down. And people will internalize that this is the inner message that they've been expecting to hear from the Jews. And that's how attitudes will change towards us, and instead of the hatred that is increasing today. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm wishing for. And I'm happy to see a Jewish person in front of me that has a true concern for the people of Israel and for Israel. And I really hope that the people of Israel, that the Jewish people, will recognize the conflict that we have here and what needs to be done about it. This is something that's been brewing for thousands of years, and it's coming to a point where it needs to come to a solution. I want to say a lot of thanks to both of you for this discussion. Thank you very much. I'll be happy to share more and speak more. I hope that in a while, maybe if we meet again, we'll be in a better state, generally, both in America and in the whole world and in Israel. However, if we don't start moving in this direction, as Kabbalah mentions, things can get really worse. Hopefully, I will be wrong.
Just before we close, Rick, I want to also hear your side on education. Do you feel we can, work to, towards education of Jewish people as social glue, really? On the left, on the right, to be somehow above those things. I mean, as someone living here, I see a lot of that, even that separation, right? Just right there in the eye of the public eye and everyone's kind of attention. Do you think we can educate people to be the glue that covers everything, above everything, not on any side, but really above, taking sort of the higher ground? Can we?
I hope that we will one day see the world that Dr. Laitman has devoted his life's work and his research to wanting to see come to pass. I truly do, and I think we have no other option but to work and aspire as hard as we can as a Jewish community to connect with one another and to truly be that light unto the nations and unto other people. Our world demands it, and that is that in itself is a noble and worthy aspiration. to which we should all be devoting as much of our time, as much of our life as possible to seeing come to pass. I'm an optimist, but I'm a pragmatist at the same time. But I do believe that we can move the needle in a more positive and more humane direction, and we have to do all we can to make that so.